While most of the focus on the presidential race, there are several critical Senate seats up for grabs in November. Watch these stories. One of the most visible and hardest fought is the battle to take Reid's seat in Nevada. The outgoing senator handpicking a candidate so Democrats can try and retain that seat. The challenger could be Republican Congressman Joe Heck. Good morning to you and welcome to New York. You've got a primary battle in mid-June against Sharon Angle. Can you win that?
Yes, definitely. We're doing very well in the polls in that race. A lot of people understand that it was Sharon Angle that gave us the last 6 years of Reid. So we're moving forward, focused on the race in November.
So if you're right, you're going to go up against a pretty good opponent, two-time Attorney General in the state of Nevada. I want you to look at the Democratic State Convention video from Saturday. This was a battle over delegates for Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. Go ahead and roll it. We'll talk over it, guys. What was going on here?
Well, as you see, their convention descended into chaos. I mean, my opponent was booed when she mentioned that she supported Hillary Clinton, as was Senator Barbara Boxer, who was booed. And they actually had to call in the local police to restore order. And this just shows the excitement that's been building in the state. Look, as I've traveled the state and have talked to Nevadans, what we've heard clearly is that after 8 years of Barack Obama and 30 years of Reid, they're ready for some real change. And so we saw an attendance-setting year at our GOP caucus in February. The Democrats saw a dip. Our convention went off last weekend without a hitch. Theirs descended into chaos. So there's an energy in Nevada that we're going to harness and ride to victory in November.
You know, Donald Trump would say the system's rigged. And he'll tweet about Bernie Sanders saying run as an independent. What is the effect from a Republican standpoint, though, on a Donald Trump candidacy?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in November. But as I said, there is an excitement in the state. I mean, we saw an incredible turnout in our GOP caucus back in February, setting a record. We actually had more people turn out in 2016 than we had in 8 and 12 combined, while the Democrats saw a dip in their attendance. So again, there's an energy, there's an excitement, and I think that would bode well for us moving into November.
There are some, as you know, Republicans have suggested it could be a down-ballot disaster if Donald Trump's the nominee. Well, what do you think of that when you hear that?
Well, we're focused on our race, and I think that having served in the House for 6 years and had a track record of being able to help people within our district, that now we're going to leverage that experience and help people across the state. And that's the message that we're getting out. No matter what you may think, again, after 8 years of Barack Obama and 30 years of Reid's failed policies, people want to see a change.
Well, it's a state that flipped Democratic in 2008 and again in 2012, and Barack Obama's done very well in that state for the past 8 years. Give us a sense, as we sit here in New York, what are the issues that are driving this campaign?
Yes, so again, as I travel the state, I usually ask people, what's your number one issue? And invariably, one of four things comes up. They're concerned about national security. They're concerned still about jobs in the economy. They're worried about getting quality health care. And they're worried about educating their children. And fortunately for me, those are areas that I've actually worked in my entire life. So I can speak to those areas from firsthand experience. And that's the connection we're making with voters, whether they're Democrat, Republican, or independent.
Economy or immigration? What is it in Nevada?
Economy is still the number one issue between the two. You know, Nevada is just slowly coming out of the recession. And we still have a long way to go.
Well, it's a primary mid-June, as I said. If you're victorious, you'll go up against what will be one of the most watched battles for control of the Senate come November. Joe Heck, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Bill.
Pleasure seeing you.